Hi, everyone. Hello out there. Welcome, one and all, to another episode of the Question Live Show with your host, Verona Willis-Brown, and that is me. Absolutely. So, welcome. Yes. Now, today it is going to be another juicy episode. Yes, juicy. That's what we do here. We got a lot of juicy stuff here, a lot of golden nuggets here. Okay, so sit back and relax. I know, just get busy. So let me welcome you one and all. Listen. If this is your first time tuning in, first time seeing me, first time hearing me, first time hearing about the Question Live Show, simply mean I want to know it is your first time. So put in the comment section that it is your first time so I could give you special welcome. I like when first timers come on in, and when they come on in, of course, I welcome you with open arms because that's what we do here. So if this is your first time tuning in, I want to say welcome. You get special welcome when you come on in, and let me know that it is your first time by putting your name in the comment section. Huh? Okay, good. Now, if this is not your first time tuning in, I want to say welcome back. Welcome back. It's when you show up, I show up, we show up together, then we are making a difference. And that's what happened. So we got to show up together. There's something about togetherness. And it's not only when we speak it, but our action. And our action starts from our mental state of mind. So we want to show up together. It is very important that we show up together because when we show up, we are supporting each other and we are going on this journey called success. No one gets there by themselves. So let us get this together. Good. Because no one can succeed by themselves, I like to encourage you to show up with action. Show up and take action. When you show up and take action, you will see that your success is in front as well as the next person's success is in front. Everybody's on this journey. No one is over there. We are on this journey. Some might go at a different pace, but it doesn't matter. There's a journey that we're all going on, and it's called the success journey. If not on it yet, we all have the intention to go on there. So let us work together. No one person in no position got to their position by themselves. So let us get this together as we go on into this episode. Now, listen, first timers, just to let you know, we welcome you, and just to let you know that we do have some rules here. Don't get all scared when I say rules. Don't let your heart skip a beat or let your mind jump and go around the place. Rules are everywhere. Whether you come to my house, I go to your house, whether you go to school, whether you go to the temple, whether you go to church, just around the world, there are rules. So guess what's going to happen? Sometimes some of those rules got broken. Some we just have to abide by. Right? So we go by the rules. But here on the Question Live Show, they're called house rules. Simple house rules. And they're babies. Baby house rules. You see, they're very simple. I have just a few, like 1, 2, 3, 3.5, 4, sometimes 5 rules. 5 baby rules. Don't you worry about them. Let me list them for you. First one is, if you are watching me or if you're listening to me and I acknowledge you by calling your name or spotlight you on the screen, simply you are in the live audience. And what happened when you're in the live audience? I just ask you just to look right there. No, right there. You see that share button? Click it and invite someone else to come on in the live so they could be in the live with us. Now listen, life is like sharing fresh food. Food that just come off the stove or out of the oven, the one that your mama make, and the one that became your favorite meal. Sometimes people don't want to share their favorite, but I encourage you to share your favorite meal because that simply means it is good. So share it. So when you share the sharing the live is like sharing fresh food. And we would like to share. Now, if you are watching this or you are listening to this and I don't acknowledge you because you didn't put your name in the comment section, and if you are watching this and I don't see you, I don't acknowledge you, I didn't put your name on the screen, simply mean or most likely you are watching the replay. Now I ask you, hashtag replay, and let us know what is it that you learned so we can learn together. That is it. You learn, I teach, you teach. We are students and teachers at the same time. You don't have to be in the classroom, okay? Good. Now, when you do that, when you see all of that, look right there. Yep, it is right in the same section. The share button is right there. Click that share button again and share it. And share it and invite someone else to come on in and dine with you. Yes, we are not selfish people. And you know, they say sharing is caring. But no, I am not going to go and sound all cliche. No, I am going to say sharing is a part of our DNA. It is inside of us, and caring is in there too. So we want to mix those two together, and we want to exercise our right to share and to care. Absolutely. Good. That is number 1. Rule number 2, grab yourself something to write with, whether it is a pen, a pencil, a marker, a crayon, whatever it is. It could be a piece of paper. And if you have a piece of feather, you need some ink and you need some paint to dip it in so we can scrabble away with it. You know, they used to use feather before, so guess what? We can use feather too. And now when you do that, you want to grab yourself a notebook or a piece of paper. And if you don't have such, grab your electronic devices. Yes, when you grab that, you are going to go in there. You're going to look for a blank page in there. That is called the notepad section. You're going to go in there and you're going to write in there. Utilize the page. That's why it's there. And if you don't have a blank section on your electronic devices, go on your phone and text to yourself. Now you're listening to me and you must be wondering, or you must be saying, Verona, what is it that you are telling us? You're asking this question. Verona, what is it that you're telling us to write down and text back to ourselves? Well, listen, this show is called The Question Live, so let me answer that for you. Here on The Question Live Show, we drop juicy contents and golden nuggets, so I encourage you to write them down. Couple of reasons why I encourage you to write things down. When you write things down, it extracts the very thoughts out of our head and we put it on paper. And when we put it on paper, it becomes real and it manifests itself. Some people like to see things visually. Some people manifest things without seeing it. But I encourage you to write things down. Right? Writing is essential here. 2, when you write a word down, that word can expand to another word and another word and another word, and that word becomes a full sentence. And then that sentence expands to a paragraph, and that paragraph expands to a page. And when you expand to a page, it might go to another page and another page. And as a result of pages, you might just end up with a book. You see, when we writers write, we write our story or we write somebody else's story and then we just call it a book. So simple means you got the potential to write your story because your story is inside of you. I might know your story, but I will not write your story for you. You have the potential to write your story. So I ask you just to write your story down. So the next rule is now you are going to grab yourself something to drink, whether it is water, wine, tea, juice, smoothie, porridge. Maybe it is some broth. Maybe it is some smoothie. Maybe it is some green drink. Whatever it is, maybe it's a popsicle you're sucking on. Whatever the case is, I ask you just to grab yourself something to drink and put it in the comment section. What is it that you are drinking so we can drink together? Now, listen to me. I am not asking you to tell me what you're drinking because I want to be nosy. No. No, I am not telling you that. I am asking you to tell me what is it that you are drinking or let me know that you are drinking so I can raise my glass to you. Here we celebrate. We celebrate a lot of things. So whatever is it that you accomplish, I like to celebrate you, whether it is a small win or a big win, whatever it is. Maybe it is a proposal, maybe it's a graduation, maybe it is a wedding, maybe it's a birthday, anniversary, whatever it is. Maybe you just improve yourself a little bit more. We like to celebrate it. So when you put what is it that you're drinking, I say we raise our glass and say cheers to each other. So whether it is a glass, a cup, a spoon, whatever it is, I say raise your glass and let us celebrate each other. Now, celebrating each other is a form of support. So when you celebrate me, I celebrate you and I support you. You support me, and that is how we go on to the success journey. Now, the other reason why I encourage you to drink something for me now is to drink while I am talking, because I'm back here. I am the host. I am doing all the talking. So I encourage you just to drink on my behalf. That by itself is support. So please have something to drink on my behalf. Thank you kindly. Every now and then I'll take a sip of mine. Now I encourage you to have water. Drink water. Drink water. Water is essential. Water is good for you for a couple reasons. Listen, it quenches the thirst, it hydrates the body, and it flushes toxin out of your system. So yes, please drink water. And I like to show up with my water because one, I'm a believer, and two, I believe in miracles. And because Jesus is the best miracle worker because he turned water into wine, honey, I like to show up with my water. Not every time I have my water, but tonight I do have my water. So every now and then I'll take a sip of my water. Thank you kindly. Now, next one is if you need to use the bathroom, whether it is to the right, to the left, wherever your bathroom is located, go now. And when you go use the bathroom, you're going to come right back and you're going to sit right here on your seat because your seat is reserved right here on the Question Live Show. Wow, is reserved just like life. You see, in life, we got our own seat, and our seats are personalized with our name on it. It got your intention, your expectation, your goals, your gifts, and your talent. Most of all, it got your destiny and your purpose. And what it got that inside of that is a bundle of greatness. Yes, greatness is inside of that because greatness lies in us. We were created in greatness. So it is inside of us. Now listen to me. If you choose to hand over your seed, that's like handing over your birthright. Your birthright of abundance, your birthright of greatness, your birthright to succeed. And here we are not encouraging, we are not for that where we're handing over our seed. If anything, we are going to get another seed. Right? So we're not encouraging nobody to hand over their birthright, hand over their seed. So we want to make sure that you have your seed is reserved, and you know exactly where your seed is on this success journey. Yeah. The next baby one is, if I say something and it resonates with you, whether it touch your heart or hit your mind, put yes in the comment section. Yes, simply mean that you are following. Yes, simply mean that you are still there. Yes, simply mean I am not just here blabbling in my mouth, because this is not a monologue. This is a dialogue. So when I say something, I just ask you please to respond. I might not be hearing you, but I can read. I see you over there when you respond to what I am saying. So if I say something, if I ask a question, because of course the show is called The Question. If I ask a question, I ask you, please just put your answer in the comment section. For one, when you put your answer in the comment section, we all could learn together. Sometimes people shy away from putting their answer, but that is okay. There's no judgment here. But when you put your answer to some of the questions that I asked you, whether some personal question, you don't put it there, but some of the questions that's general answer, you put it there so we all could learn. It again is a form of support. So you are supporting those who are in the audience, those who are watching even on the replay. So when you put your answer, it is a form of support. Good. So now with that said, those who went to use the bathroom, let them go right ahead and use the bathroom. If they're taking long, that is not my business. I am not going to question why they're taking long in the bathroom. But at this very time, I am going to go in the audience and welcome those who are in the live audience. I said, if I spotlight your name, that simply means you are in the live audience. And again, I just ask you to just go down there, look for this. No, the share button is right here. 1, 2, 3. It's right there. You click that share button and you invite someone else to come and sit with you. Why would you want to be sitting by yourself? Nope, we work together. Thank you, Carly. So let me go on in the audience. I see Theta over here. Yes, you are. You are here. You are present. Yes, indeed. What is it that you're drinking? I'm drinking cranberry juice as well as pure water. Drink on up, honey. Drink on up. Yes, do you have anything for us to celebrate with you tonight, Theta? Do you have anything that we need to celebrate tonight? I went to the bathroom before I came. That is what I'm talking about. Go to the bathroom, have your writing stuff, have your paper, have your pen, and just be ready. Life says that you're supposed to be ready, and not only ready, but life says be prepared. Don't try to get ready, but be ready, because you never know. So it is good, you know, if you're a returning audience, you know that we are here every single day at 7 p.m. EDT time live. So you know at 6:45, 6:50, 6:55, somewhere before 7 o'clock, you need to be ready. Have all your stuff in place and let's roll. Yeah. So let's see. You also have your pen and paper with all that said. I am ready to rumble. Let's also rumble, Theta. Yes, indeed. Thank you so much for being here. Indeed. As you're present. I like when you're present. So tonight we are going, let me have my pen, my base, told you I come prepared. You see, I like to come to write things down because I told you we are students and teachers at the same time. So this is why I encourage you to write things down, because when you write things down, I'm writing things down as well, because we are students and teachers at the same time. Absolutely. Theta got something to celebrate. What is it? Theta is celebrating. My granddaughter got her school report, and it was an excellent report. Very happy for her. Yes, we want to celebrate your granddaughter. Absolutely. So we raise our glass. Cheers to your granddaughter. We take a sip. Yes, cheers to your granddaughter. Absolutely. I love it. I love it. I celebrate her. I celebrate her excellence indeed. Now listen, people, school is not only in the classroom, school is overall. But when you get a student that excel, you should celebrate them. When we encourage our children, you will see that they excel better. I'm a product right here. I'm a product right here. You want to encourage your children, and when they strive and when they excel it, you want to reward your children. Reward your children. Give incentive. You know, when they go out to school, give them incentive. Like, oh, listen, if you get this, you know, give them incentive. We as adults, we want reward. Reward your children. Reward your children. I'm just saying. It might be off. That is just not really off from the topic, but it's a part of the topic that we want to be rewarded of things. Yes, indeed. We want to be rewarded. So reward your children. Yes. So like I said, I am going to, you see, I'm always bopping my head because I take notes. And this is why I encourage you to take notes. So, somewhere in life, we apply for something. Whether it is our first job, whether it's our first apartment, whether it's our first house, whether it's our first car, we apply for something. For us to get something, we got to apply for it. For us to get something, we got to apply for it. For us to get somewhere in a car, we got to apply to the gas. So no matter what, that application is the key to get something. You don't just get up and voila, here you go. You got to apply to it. For Theta's granddaughter to get excellent grade, she got to apply the knowledge that she acquired. So everything is an application. This very life is an application. How can we put ourselves to apply so we can be qualified? You know, sometimes when you go, oftentimes when you apply for a job, they're like, oh, we need a resume. For those of you who retired out there, this might give you a flashback moment, and that is okay. And for those of you who are watching and you're shy to put your name, that is okay too. But anyway, for those of you who are still working or those of you retire and you're getting a flashback moment, you're going to apply for a job and they ask for your resume. Please, can we have your resume? Because no, you apply. Oh, you see XYZ, I would like to apply for this job. And they ask you, please submit your resume. When you submit your resume, what they do, they scan your resume. They scan it. They want to see your schooling. They want to see your experience, because whatever job you're applying for, they want to see if it's aligned to the job. They want to see if you're qualified for the job that you are applying for. So let's see what experiences do you have that if it will match the qualification of the job. No, they scan your resume and they go on down there and they get to the bottom, qualifications. Now they're going to go back to the qualification of the job that you're applying for and see if it matches. Huh? Again, if I say something that resonates, you just put yes in there. You want to make sure that your qualification matches the application, the job, the thing that you're going after, whatever you're going after. You're applying for a house. Do you have the credit? You apply for your first apartment. Do you have the money? You want to make sure that you align, that you're in place, that you're matching up. So we're going to go into a few areas that we want to make sure that we align so our qualification to see how we can look to see if our qualification is matching. We want to make sure that we are qualified for this thing here. What am I telling that you're going to need to be qualified for? Your purpose, your destiny. Your purpose is not my purpose. We talked about this before, that your purpose is personalized. It is totally personalized. So your purpose is sitting there and you got to apply for your purpose. Now you go on and you get there. And when you align yourself, you know that, okay, my purpose is over there. That's the purpose right there. That's Verona's purpose right there. You know exactly which path. All right, let's follow the path. We talk about it. You're getting help. You're getting some assistance on the way. All right, let's apply for your purpose, Theta. So we're going to apply for your purpose. Notice you're going out there, you apply for your purpose, and then you go there and there is a blank screen. It is a blank screen. Everything is a blank screen. It is up to you of how you are going to be writing on this sheet. It's a blank sheet that you are getting. And because you are getting a blank sheet, you are responsible for the data that you are going to put on there. So this is what's going to happen. You're going, and you're going, and you say to yourself, I'm applying for this. I'm ready. I got this. You're telling yourself that you got it. But as you're getting closer, and you're getting closer, and you think you're getting closer, and all of a sudden, you got close enough. And you believe you got close enough. And you believe you got close enough. And you believe you got close enough. And then what happened? Because we talk about what is it that you got to do? What is it that you got to do? You got to wear your confidence coat. So you get closer, and then all of a sudden, that's all of a sudden, you got a buzzer. You got the sound of a buzzer. Denied. That's the beep, 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 beep. Access denied. Access denied. Why access denied on your purpose? Most likely you didn't show up with full confidence. You didn't show up at all. So when you wave into your purpose and you got this close, you did not make that extra step. So I would like to encourage you to make that extra step towards your purpose. Do not wait to hear that buzzing sound. Do not wait to hear that buzzing sound. You want to make sure that when you get there, and you got there, and you made it to that door. You see, purpose is not just one purpose. You can have more than one purpose on this earth. So you want to make sure that you don't hear this sound. Because you didn't show up. You did not show up. So that buzzer is sitting there waiting for someone who did not show up. When you show up, you did not take action. And it's just waiting. We don't want to hear that sound. Nope. We don't want to hear that sound at all. We don't want to hear that sound. We don't want to hear that buzzing sound. So what will happen? There are a couple qualifications that we are going to address tonight. What are the qualifications? Qualification number 1. Yes, qualification number 1. You are your own motivation. That is qualification number 1. Yes. And audience, listen, Theta is a great note taker. So if you are missing your pen, your pencil, your feather, whatever you write with, pay attention because Theta is putting the pointers in the comment section. So we want to find ways, we're going to get qualified tonight. Okay? We want to find ways how we will get qualified to head on to the next step. We want to make sure that we're fully aligned. We're in place. So here are your qualifications. Number 1, you. Yep. Yes, you. You are your own motivation. Not me, not Theta, not nobody else. You are your own motivation. Verona will not motivate you. Theta will not motivate you. Theta got to motivate herself. Verona got to motivate herself. I give inspiration, but motivation is different. Motivation is like a temporary jug. It's a temporary injection. That's the soothe your pain temporary. That's what motivation is. It's where you just move temporary, like somebody just give you some juice, give you some sugar, boom, 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 and you get like a sugar rush. And then all of a sudden, the sugar is wearing off. And you go, and you hear that buzzing sound. Huh? So you are your own motivation. Otherwise, that buzzer is going to buzz. You are your own motivation. That is qualification number 1. Qualification number 2. You got to know your intentions. What are your intentions when you fulfill it, when you're going towards your purpose? What are your intentions? What is it that you intended to do? Not my intention. Everybody's intention is personalized as well. What are your intentions? When you find out and you discover, you're like, yes, you discover your purpose. You know what it is. You're at peace. You got it going on. You're like, yes, I found my purpose. I know exactly what it is. Guess what's going to happen? You are going to hear, yes, you are going to hear the applause. You got it. You found your purpose. Woo! They're cheering for you. They're cheering for you. Like, yes, we've been waiting. Go ahead, Theta. We've been waiting for you. I am glad that you showed up. You did it. You took action. So you got applaud. All the applause going out to Theta. Yes, she showed up. She took action. She motivated herself. And there she is. Now you got to know what is your intention when you got to that point. What are your intentions? Number 3, what are your expectations? What are your expectations of yourself? What are your expectations when you search yourself? What are your expectations? Ask yourself this question. What are my expectations? What am I doing to fulfill my expectation? How am I expecting? Am I expecting with a positive attitude? Am I expecting with an anxious attitude? Am I expecting to take somebody down on my way? Am I expecting with a competitive expectation? What am I expecting with? How is my expectations? So we got to ask, how are my expectations here? What am I doing? What am I expecting when I get to the next step? When I take the next step, when I motivated myself, when I know my intention, what are my expectations? What are your goals? What do you plan to do? How is this working out? What are you expecting when you fulfill that purpose? What are you expecting? Are you expecting the applause that you just heard? Are you expecting somebody to cheer for you? Are you expecting to cheer for yourself? Are you expecting somebody to give you a high five like, yeah, girl, you did it. Yeah, bro, you did it. I had confidence in you. I believe in you. I knew you had it in you. Are you expecting the applaud? Or are you just expecting somebody to say, huh? Are you expecting yourself to say, I'm here now. I got this. Are you expecting to be that person like, I'm not looking back on nobody? What are your expectations? What are you expecting for yourself? What are you expecting for the next person beside you? Expectations. So that's the next qualification. The other one is, how do you plan to contribute to society, to humanity? How do you plan to contribute? What are your plans? You might call them your goals. Yes, it is very important that we set goals. I often hear people say, I don't set goals. I don't go by goals. I don't plan nothing. Oh, yes, you do need to plan. When I hear people say that they don't have goals or they don't plan nothing, they just do something. Think about that. Because if I say to Theta, what are your goals? I expect Theta to think of how she motivated herself, how she knew what her intention would be, what she expect, and how to set a goal. Whether her goal is to finish something, whether her goal is to add to something, what is her goal? So you gotta have something. You gotta have a plan somewhere. If you're building a house, you can't just like, okay, ta-da, the house is here. You gotta plan where you're gonna build this house. You gotta do a blueprint. Believe me, God did a blueprint when he was creating me. I know he did. And I know he had a blueprint when he was creating Theta. And for those of you who are listening, he had a blueprint in place. So he had a plan. And he said, I know the plans I have for you. So why would somebody say they don't have a plan? Why would somebody say they don't plan nothing? Why would somebody say they don't have a goal? When God is saying, I know the plans I have for you. And that is to prosper and be in good health. So we should have a plan. We should have goals. Absolutely. So how is it that we are going to take all of that and contribute to humanity? Because the very goals that we set whether they are short term or long term, because your short term could mean in the next 30 days, in the next 21 days, in the next 5 days, I am going to do this. Now, when we set goals, we got to understand when we set goals, we got to be specific with the goals. We got to be very, very specific. Because when we are specific, what will happen? We will know exactly how we are going to target a specific thing. We talk about being specific already, because if Steve is sending me something and I don't give her a specific address, I can't get it. So if you're not setting a specific goal, what will happen? Nothing will happen. So what is going to happen now? I am going to turn off my camera and I'm going to applaud those who will decide to show up, those who already motivate themselves, those who already take action, and those who have an intention and have expectation. So here we go. That's for those who will show up and take action. Absolutely. It's about taking action. Welcome, Sister Anna. Welcome. It's about taking action. So we want to make sure that when we show up with that expectation. And we want to show up with how is it that we plan to contribute. What is it that we plan to contribute? So listen, because I just celebrate you, I want to do a sip of my water. Well, it's coconut water. So you just got an applause. So we want to do this. And we want to do it with the right mindset. We want to do it with the right mentality. We want to do it consciously. Because there's something about us making conscious decision. When we make conscious decision, we will see that things will form out a little bit easier. And it will manifest just a little bit easier. One thing we have in common, we want things to be easier. If you don't want things to be easier, then I don't think you're in my space. We want things to be easier, and that is something about life. No matter which journey we're on, no matter what path we're on, and of course, no matter the purpose that we're fulfilling, something about us human beings, and maybe all creation, we want to have an easier life. So if we want to have an easier life, who's going to get it for you? You. Who's going to motivate you? You. Who's going to move you? You. Who's going to set your expectation? You. And your intention? You. Who's going to plan out your goals? You. Everything starts and stops as an individual. Because if that is not individualized, we cannot work collectively. We got to work at us first, then we work collectively. If we are working collectively and yet somebody is not in the right position because they didn't motivate themselves, but they just come and they're just going to feed off you and feed off your inspiration and feed off all that you're feeding them, then, is it that they're going to be choking or they're just going to be having malnutrition? So you want to make sure that you are well nourished, you're in place, you motivate yourself, you got a plan. So when you have a plan, when you are ready to work with Anna's plan is in place and you're coming to work with Anna, you fully align with Anna. Everything is about alignment. When we're making conscious decision, it's about alignment. So we want to be aligned. So if someone is coming to work with Anna, if Theta said, Anna, I would like to work with you, but Theta is not working on herself. Now, for her to come with Anna, who is working on herself, it is going to be a conflict. Because Anna is sitting there, Anna is working on herself, Anna is doing her stuff, and here comes Theta. Theta is just going to be coming as a scavenger. And when Theta coming as a scavenger, Theta is just going to be coming and taking from Anna. But Theta don't want to do the work. Audience, it is very important that we do the work. Our purpose is personalized, and simply means if it is personalized, we gotta do the work. There's no easy way out of this. No easy way out of this. We want to win with an authentic mindset. We want to win and we want to get to our purpose authentically. When we are going towards our destiny, we want to go towards it not as fake, as we talked about before, but we want to go there as authentic as possible. We want to be our authentic self. We want to make sure that the ways that we are being qualified for something, it is authentic. When we are qualified for something, we worked for it. When you get to the job, apply for the job, and they say that you're not qualified, simply means you don't have the experience to match what they're offering. So we want to make sure that the ways that we are putting ourselves out, we are working on ourselves so we can be qualified for our purpose. Yes? We want to make sure. Yes. Again, if you're not taking notes and you don't have your writing stuff ready, girl, you know, I gotta get my fan. If you don't have your writing tools ready, Theta is writing notes. Look on the comment section right there. Right there. The comment section is right there. Look on the comment section. You will see the comment section. Theta is putting the notes in there. She's doing an excellent job with the notes. How do you plan to help society? When you show up, how do you plan to help society? How do you plan to do this? What are your plans? So when someone don't have a plan, it's because they don't want to do the work. They don't want to do the work. They just want things to just throw in your lap. No, things will not be thrown in your lap. Absolutely not. No. Things will not be thrown in your lap. When it comes to you being qualified for something, you got to show up and you got to take action and you got to do the work. That's it. It is required. That is the requirement. It is a must. It is a must. When you do teamwork, you got to work on yourself first before you can be having a team. Teamwork, they said, made the dream work. But how can the dream work when you are an individual and not working on yourself? You got to work on yourself first before you have a team. No matter what you do, you got to work on yourself first before you have a team. If we are not working on ourselves, how can we have a teamwork? How can we have teamwork? It's not going to work. It is not going to work. Absolutely not. So it is very important that we understand this. It is very important that we understand for us to have teamwork, for us to support each other. Individually, we got to work on ourselves. Individually, it is a requirement that we scan ourselves. We look to see if we have the required qualification to get on board. Now, if you're working with me, if you don't have the required qualification, then we're not going to get a good, effective work from you. But it's not about me. It's about you fulfilling your purpose. It is you making conscious decision towards your destiny, because your destiny is sitting there saying, hey girl, hey bro, what's going on? Why? Because you sit still, you fold your hand, and we just sit there with your little thumb. We look at the other person, we look what the other person is doing. We take our hand and we just sit there looking over yonder at the other person, and we are not doing anything. We are not taking action. It is very important. It is very important. And this is right here. It is very important that we should be specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and have time to be accomplished. That is the goal you're supposed to set. Set realistic goals. In the next 5 hours, I am going to build a house. No. In the next 5 days, I am going to build a highway. No. Let's be real. And for one thing that we got to be real with, we got to be real with ourselves. We got to be real with ourselves, because we know ourselves. We know what we are capable of doing. We know what we're capable of doing. I don't got to tell Anna what to do. I don't got to tell Theta what to do. I know I don't have to do that. You're capable. You know exactly. You're capable of doing exactly what you know what to do. You already know what to do. You already know what to do. I am just sitting as the help. Why? Because I sat as the help with Oprah. When Oprah was going, how many years ago, I sat there under her teaching. Because you see, Oprah, you're going to be my help. So when I sit here, it's because I sat there and I got the help. So you already know what to do. You just got to get the help. And the help is the inspiration, right? The help is not motivation. Motivation is only for you. Motivation is only for you. You motivate yourself. Inspiration is what somebody else adds to you. Yes? That is exactly what it is. So when I sat through those years and I watched Oprah for the first time, I said, okay, Oprah, I see you. Oh, and I studied and I watched her and I said, let me see how Oprah could help me. You got to know how people going to help you, right? And when you get that, it will add up to your qualifications. It will add up. The whole point is to add up to your qualification, that when you're ready to apply, you won't hear the buzzer. When you're ready to apply for every single thing in life, I said this in the beginning, everything in life is an application. Even when you're getting married, they said that you're going to apply for a marriage certificate, honey. So yes, everything is an application. Maybe the only thing that don't have an application, maybe it's when you're dating somebody. But there's some form of application, because you got to apply some respect. You got to apply some love. You got to apply some compassion. So everything in this life is about application, because you got to apply something. So let us see where our help is. Find your help. Those help will what? Add up to your qualification, that when you add up to your qualification, those are ways that you will be qualified to get to your divine destiny and your divine purpose. So these are ways that we can get qualified to apply for our purpose. It's there. It's like the job is saying, girl, I got your name on this. It's like it's sitting there saying, Anna, I got your name on this. Apply for this job, but do the work before you apply. Don't just show up at this job. Show up at the job in your pajamas and your bonnet on and all this stuff. And like, I'm here for the job. What job? Did you do some work? No. Let's say for the job. You can't just be there for the job. You got to show up and take action. The main thing I am going to leave with you tonight. What I am going to leave with you tonight, audience. Each time that we show up, we are not showing up to sit still. Huh? We're not showing up to sit still. Each opportunity that we get to show up is to take action. Audience, please take action. Steve Harvey did not get where he is right now. Kevin Hart did not get where he is right now. They took action. They just did not went to bed, get up, and it's like, woo! And the archangels sang, and they're like, voila. Oprah didn't get where she is right now because she went to bed and just like, oh, and then she got up and she just folded her arm and like, I'm just gonna be like this person out there. No. They took action. They took action. Steve Jobs didn't just close his eyes and just like, voila. No, he took action. They're out there. They took action. Joyce Myers, T.D. Jakes, all of them out there. Fantasia, all of them out there. They took action. They took action. So don't show up and fold your arm. Don't just show up and fold your arm, waiting for things to just happen. Things will just not happen for you when you show up and fold your arm like, I'm just going to be here. I'm going to be, you see, each time I tell you when you show up, you must show up with something. Show up prepared. Show up prepared. Visualize yourself at this very moment. Visualize yourself at this very moment that there's a job that is there. It's called you succeeding. It is called the success life of Theta. It is called the success life of Anna. Take a moment, even if you have to close your eyes, just don't look at me, don't listen to me, whatever it is. Maybe just listen to me a little bit. But try to listen to your inner voice. Try to listen to your inner voice and close your eyes for a second and visualize for a second that success version of you. Just take a moment. You don't got to look at the screen. Just take a moment. Visualize yourself. You showed up. You showed up. You took action. You got help. You motivated yourself. You know what was the expectation. You know what was your intention. You know all of this. You got everything in place. You know you got your confidence right here. Your confidence is ready. You got all your confidence coat. You got all your confidence shield. You got faith. You believe. You believe in something. And when you got all of that lined up, it's lining up and everything is lining up and it's in place. And they say, oh, line up all your ducks. This is it. Line up your ducks, honey. Line them up and you're in place and you got faith in place. And you're like, I believe. You hear I say this all the time, that I'm a believer. I am a believer. I believe for myself and I believe also for you. Each and every one of you that showed up here every single time. I believe for you when you showed up. And I believe for you when you show up every single time we have a session. I believe for you. I believe in you. But you got to believe in yourself. So I ask you just to take a moment, just a quick moment. If you have to close your eyes, and just tap into your successful self for a moment. Tap into that version of you. And when you tap into that version of you, you just close your eyes and just visualize you. Visualize you in that successful version of yourself. Visualize you making an impact. Visualize you making All the goals that you had, you set the goals and you're checking them off. You're checking them off as you go along. So you showed up. Visualize yourself for a moment. Visualize the applause that you are getting. Visualize when somebody call your name, there is an applause. Visualize that. Visualize the sound of that. Somebody saying that you make a difference in their life. Visualize that. Somebody saying you made an impact. Visualize that. That somebody saying, yes, Tita did this. Not because Tita didn't want to be called, but Tita made an impact. Visualize that. Visualizing you reaching somewhere, your next version of yourself. Take a moment and visualize that. Visualizing you taking that extra step. When you made that extra step, somebody's cheering for you. The very help that you seek is cheering for you. Visualize that. When you visualize that, you will see the better version of you will not be disqualified for the position, but the better version of you will be qualified. So these are the ways that you will be qualified for the position that you're going after, and it's called your purpose. Go apply for the job. Apply for it because your name, absolutely, your name, the name is on it. Anna's name is on it. Not my name is not on Anna's application. Anna's application is hers. Tita's application is hers. And for those of you who are watching, whose name is not in the live comment, and those of you who will be watching the replay, let me tell you, your name is on the application. And you will be qualified if you show up and do the work. Do the work. Don't sit still, because you sitting still, you don't accomplish anything at all. So show up, take action, and move into your purpose and let your purpose know, honey, I'm qualified. I am qualified. Raise your hand and say, I am qualified. I am qualified for the position. But make sure that your personality is aligning and you're fully aligned with all that is in front of you. Get your qualification in place. And if there's some qualification that you need to, fix up a little bit, erase off and put together and adjust something, adjust it. Adjust them. And whatever they are that need adjustment, adjust them. And when you adjust them, you will see the application. You won't get. Ding, you won't get that buzzer telling you that you're denied. You qualify for the job. So I want to thank you so much for tuning in to this live session of the Question Live Show, of course, with your host. Listen, you have the opportunity to apply for the job because the job is yours and nobody else. Go out there, get the job, and don't wait for that buzzer. Thank you so much for tuning in to this live session. It's the live show. Have yourself a great life, a great morning, great noon, great night. Just have yourself a great life and know that you are qualified. Absolutely. Keep on telling yourself that you are qualified because you are taking action. Thank you so much for being here.